Welcome back to Let's Play. Oh, hey, look, wait, there's a thing. Which way is the right way to go? Ha, there is no wrong way. With the dual exit roadway, we've encouraged exploration through all directions of New the Land. Wander freely. Neat. Yeah, and I think it's it's funny and strange how this game essentially gives you director's commentary while while you're still in the middle of playing it. Um, I I do suppose it makes some sense though, because of how almost cordoned off it all is. Like I could go into my MetaClean menu, and I could just get this City of Ancient, and then I could just warp to the City of Ancient, and now I'm not in the game anymore, but I'm still in the game. You know? Oh, I suspect I know what this City of Ancient is. Whenever I feel sad, I come here to feel empty. Ugh, that was dark. This is the second version of Cenote. S made this based on M's concept art. There isn't much here, but you can feel the general structure. I am fond of the central roundabout thing that was going to lead to Center Sanctuary. That little sort of rotunda thing. Okay. I've tried to figure out the entire difference between a rotunda, a gazebo, a pavilion, and I think there's a fourth phrase. You can't climb up here, but this was presumably a prototype for some kind of building or climbing challenge. Presumably, I appreciate that. Well, I also appreciate the challenge telling me I can't. No, it's not enough of a slope for me to do those sick speedrun strats. So yeah, welcome back to Let's Play. Ooh, maps. Take a look at these maps, and then we'll see what we can sort of gauge from these. I don't want to fall. I'm a car now. It's the new Splatoon. Got a commercial sector, a downtown sector, construction site, that makes sense. That was there. Supermarket. Run down. Nice house. Offer. Skyscrapers of ancient building. Alley pigs. Empty lot. Yeah, so this is a generally kind of a layout of how it was. Neat. I like this 3D layout though. I think that's good. I can't read nearly anything on there. Lower dust drop elevator. Words I can read sort of in isolation, but yeah, might as well go to this. Apparently M and S had trouble figuring out how to make the elevator work. Eventually they just decided to only make an elevator platform and not even sweat the details of it going to Center Sanctuary. Easy. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey there. Ooh. Are there any things on the other side to talk about? No? We should give one drive around the loop, and then we'll head back. Whee! Yeah, so I a little bit ago played through Subsurface Circular. I like those. I see why it wasn't there, especially when the camera. See if how it looks different when the camera's sort of pulled in. Yeah, I think the camera works a lot better when it's pulled in than all the way out there. Kind of have to be real sort of low to the ground, kind of can't really be up here, or else you get a little bit of funkiness. So I get why they didn't do that, but I do like it. I was recently playing Subsurface Circular, which is it's a detective game where you're a robot detectiving other robots, and you the momentum. Ah, yeah, no, it doesn't let you keep the momentum from the car. That makes sense. You're detectiving other robots, and um, it's a pretty short game. You know, it's an indie game. Um, oh, it's subsurface because you're in a subway. I should mention that you're a detective who can't leave the train until you've solved your case. Um, it's pretty cool. There's a sequel called Quarantine Circular that I've been meaning to play, but it's also a game that has a developer's commentary, and once you beat the game, there's like artwork that you can look through and stuff of that nature that I really appreciate. And you know, I beat it in like 2 sittings, maybe one, maybe it was just one long sitting, um, and then it unlocked like a director's commentary, so you could play through it again with some director's commentary, and I was like, this sounds awesome. I'm gonna do this immediately. Well, you know, not immediately. I just got through the game. Let me give me some time to process it. You know, play some other stuff, and you know, now of course, like maybe half a year has passed, maybe more. I don't even remember how long ago that was. Uh, yeah. So I understand sort of the part of the rationale for wanting to have all of this meta material sort of introduced partway through the game as opposed to upon completion of it. Um, meta clean framework thinks you have a meta day. Let's read this log. The sky was beautiful tonight, like damp drops of dungarees and small white rabbits huddled in the crook of a root. Why do gates decorate? Many years after the pies have all fallen off the windowsills and the golden hour has faded from your teeth, the bits of poop in the piles of autumn leaves will always leave a mark. Why is there a power line shoved between your molars, freeing you from bits of plaque and celery tendons? Bloviating masses irradiate the small fetch hens with a sheet of microwavery goodness. Won't a good child dispel that magic? Remove those ripples from the realm of space until all meat is raw once more? Back in the days when we spent all of our time chewing. Please be gracious. Please be kind. When you meet the small, disgraced villain, the empty, slobbering mess, take pity on the poor soul, the pure evil, the tattered and frayed. Nova's a girl, confused. She doesn't know anything. She's bound to fate. She likes to eat creme brulee. She wishes that her love for stuffed animals was truer. She forgets if she was ever happy, but is okay for now. She lingers. Nothing is ever enough. Neat. I was a little too much in delivery mode to be trying to pick out if there were things past sort of this direct naming of Nova from sort of the, you know, the rest of the game. But yeah, so having all this meta information, as you see, I point to the screen with my physical hands. um, I've talked before about how like few enough people finish a game, and so you know why not put that in before you got to finish the game? Because if you're gonna finish the game, I have fewer people still go in for a second bout. Activates meta info points about ring clone and more. What could those terms mean? Explore the world to find meta info points. Okay, yeah, there's more meta info. Dope. Here, let's explore one more. Let's do the City of Old. We have so many meta coins. Oh my god. Like, take me back. Meta coins for days. Oh, if we're City and Ancient, then City of Old is going to be a more recent. Yeah, this looks even more familiar. It's cool seeing how many sort of iterations this has sort of gone through. Because I feel like it's the kind of thing where you might sort of see the city and be like, oh yeah, no, this makes sense, and consequently probably was done in one because it makes sense. I think the layout of Cenote makes sense. But it's cool too, seeing which parts of it, or from sort of which iterations. How last time in the city of Ancient, there was that map sort of generally showing where things would end up, and they did in fact generally end up there. Um, Big. Name again? Brain Malignant. Starting to look familiar, eh? I don't really know when or why M decided to move on to the final version, but this old version with the rough areas of Cenote is here for you to explore. As you can see, the central elevator and parks were still yet to be roughed out. There are pillar supports running from the ground to the ceiling too, which were removed, and even various structures built over the road. By the way, there are no other meta info points here. Thank you for alerting me to that. Now I can just... chill. Sperm whale building with squid supports. That's great. I dig that. I get why they didn't do it, but I dig it. Ooh, that's pretty. I had a friend one time who, you know, wanted to get into video game concept art. Wonder how they're... Oh, on this side. Worms, but this ain't the place for the worms. This is a place with the papellum. Yeah, gusting papellum. Yeah, that's a little familiar. See if we can't find another little sign. If we go maybe around, yeah, there's little struts. So this. This, and there's a maze here, and no clue if the maze is functional. But... Ooh, yeah, it looks... roughly similar. I remembered all the twists and turns would be nice. No, no art hidden for us. That's a shame. Gosh. I want to go fast as a car, but twists are tight, and the grid means I can't quite see where I'm going, which is, you know, unfortunate. Nice that all the, you know, the fences and whatnot aren't here. What is this little spot? I know where this roughly translates to. This is, you know, roughly where there are those... This is roughly where, Mysteria Wiesel was. Yeah. Gobi. Hey. That was pretty slick. Here's an elevator. Yeah. It's got the rib cage. Oh, I wonder if that's what the whale transformed into. That's neat. Let's go through one more. Because these now are physics simulation. Let's do the Azure Recollection. Ooh. Hey. Do I know you? I've never seen you before. I don't know what this place is. I don't know who those are. Am I mistaken? Have we... I wonder if... Big. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on here, so here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say... Let's turn to New Theland, and let's make our way to where one of these last two cards is. Oops, that's not quite where I wanted to go. Yeah, so we want to head on the highway, take a left, and read this. car wash or playground. Yes, our designers considered the duality of space once again here, as this car wash is both an area that acts as a gateway into the Jeff's Village area, as well as a structure you can climb around and explore. We call this the delight of the 3D model, in how simply a simple structure can also become something one may explore. Cool. Neat. Also sort of good of them to, whoops, want these coins. The sort of the meta points of information are more or less on the path, whereas the coins, right past that one, because I was trying to see if there were any other ones, are the things that are out of the way. I think that's the good way to go. Doesn't this strange village immediately grab your interest? Environmental design such as these enable us to spark our storytelling by creating a level shape that we combine with narrative themes such as arrogance and overwork. The two, writing and level, work hand in hand to produce the nano point you explored. Thank you. Left. We. Yeah. And it's. Yeah, down from here, and then another left. I don't want to get off the highway. The highway's music is just so good. But just don't touch the ground. Oh, wait. This one. Which one's this one? This card must be then the, Kylock Collar one? Or is there a different one? Is there another area that I haven't explored? Oh, beans, there's a whole... I got too excited. No, wait. There is a whole other area that I haven't explored. Beanzo Dango. See, I suspected there was just like an alcove of a little place. Hello. Who are you? Yeah, I suspect it was an alcove of the beach we hadn't explored, not a whole... This. Davros. Very Zelda name there. Hello, Nova. Gravis and I have eagerly awaited your arrival in the desert region. Have you met Gravis? We lived together in the globular abode just south of here. For many years, I lived alone here in the desert. Yes, When the sun was at its peak, I would sleep in the shadows of a stony shelf. In the dimming hours, I would travel the dunes, cataloging the qualities of foliage and rocks across the sands of outer New the Land. Some people assume that the desert is defined by undifferentiated monotony, just sand, so to speak. Not so. The life patterns of the beasts and shrubberies, the fluctuations in wind and moisture, even the microscopic workings of the Nano Dust are writ upon these sands like an illuminated manuscript. But my quiet life of observation was turned on its head when Gravis fell from the stars. I found them grasping at life, cradled in the deep hemispherical crater of their impact. My days took on a stunning immediacy as I cared for this beautiful and fascinating soul. They lit a spark within me, made me feel fluid, shifting, alive. Oh, pardon me, I should be getting on to the point. The problem is that our home has been infected by the dust. If you are willing and able, please convene with us back at the house, where we may detail the issue at hand. Okay. Yeah, alright. That's something. And of course I'm not going to immediately spark him, you know. You know me. You know how I am. You know, wacky and goofy Diego. Yeah, huh? Whoops. Whoa, hey. Oh, oh there. Hello. This is a lot of rock. I'm guessing you down there are Gravis, and that is... This place is... somehow your impact crater. Where the hole came from? Excuse me, I'm gonna take a dip first. Can I talk as a car? That's a shame. None of these people ever want to talk to cars. Do you ever look up at the stars, Nova? Does it make you wonder if this is all there is? Knew the land is a bountiful land, full of content, but doesn't it seem terribly small sometimes? I'll tell you... Excuse me. I'll tell you a secret. I'm not from this land, this island. I fell from the sky and landed right here many years ago. Where was I before? Sadly, I cannot remember. Stavros, my beloved, nursed me back to health. Ah, Stavros, how sweet is his clicky-clack touch. We were married beneath the full moon and partook of the crimson sweet flesh of the prickly pear. Thanks to Stavros, I have learned to live here in the desert. There's never any need to yearn for what I have lost. But here I am, talking your ear off. Stavros and I are in much need of your assistance. We must all convene back at our home. I'll see you there at your convenience, dear Nova. These two are sweet. I hope it remains that way. Has this game like tried to pull anything? Like making people sort of seem very nice and then secretly not be? I don't think it has. Oh, this is your abode. Then what's... Hold up. Give me a second. If that's your humble abode, then... Oh, what the fuck is that? Yeah, I think this is a... A flip? What the flip? Talk? You know, we're gonna talk to this next time on Let's Play. Goodbye.